are live from the Big A, where tonight we have an AL West marquee matchup. Last year's World Series champions, the Houston Astros, are off to another great start. Loaded with star-studded talent, led by reigning MVP Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, and George Springer, the Astros are poised for another title run. The Angels know that in their journey to reach the pinnacle of baseball, the road goes through Houston.
Big fly for Justin Upton.
The Angels' cast of stars will be on full display as they look to knock off the champs. Angels versus Astros. Next.
The 11-game homestand continues for the Angels, coming off a series split against the Minnesota Twins, 2-2 so far. That's what the Angels are currently on. Houston Astros in town. First time they visited Southern California this year. This is the second overall meeting between the two ball clubs. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Kubiza. I'm Victor Rojas. Glad you could join us once again. I tell you what, when these two teams clash, there's always a lot of talent and a lot of personality and a lot of big names, Gooby.
And a lot of MVPs in these two teams right now going at it here. The Angels 2 out of 3 down in Houston. The Astros playing very good baseball themselves on the road so far this season. But when you look at the stars in this series, in this game here tonight, you got Mike Trout, who's got 14 career home runs against the Houston Astros, two-time AL MVP. Jose Altuve, last year's MVP, 349 career hitter against the Angels, 3-time batting champ. And then you got Albert Pujols, who got over 3,000 hits this season, 3,007 total for his career, 620 home runs, 58 career home runs against the Astros. And George Springer, the World Series MVP, 8 home runs this season. This came back after getting hit with a pitch on the elbow with 26 RBIs. He will be swinging early in the count against Andrew Heaney tonight. Lance McCullers Jr. has thrown the ball very well for the Astros. The entire staff has thrown the ball very well for Houston this year.
Well, the Halos come into play tonight, one game back at the Houston Astros. See if they can not only make up some ground, but after it's all said and done, sit atop the American League West before the Tampa Bay Rays roll into town for the first of 4 on Thursday. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back, relax, lineups at first pitch when we return.
Altuve hits a pitch high and deep to left field. Home run for Jose Altuve.
He'll shoot one out toward deep left center field, headed toward the rocks. Incoming! Big fly for Mike Trout.
West is brought to you by the new 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Embrace every new opportunity with a redesigned exterior and 31 highway MPG. Test drive one today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers.
Beautiful night for baseball here at the Big Game. Andrew Heaney and the Angels have already taken the field and not wasting any time here. And as Gooby mentioned in the open, Halos took 2 of 3 against the Astros not but a couple of weeks ago, and I think that kind of helped settle the nerves a little bit. The Angels have played so well out on the road. They are still finding their way here at home. And the Astros very similar, although they're starting to play a little bit better at home. They're 14-6 away from Minute Maid Field. A.J. Hinch is their manager, and they roll into play today with a 26-16 mark. It'll be Springer in center, Bregman in third, Altuve at second. Then you've got Correa, Gurriel, and Gaddis with Evans serving as the DH. Reddick in right, Stassi behind the plate. Derek Fisher tonight gets a start in left field. Andrew Heaney making his 6th start of the season. He's 1-2 so far with a 4.78 ERA.
Yeah, he's been very good his last 3 starts. He's got 29 punch-outs in 26 1/3 innings pitched. My go-to is for Andrew Heaney to be successful tonight against this Astro lineup. Going inside out with a fastball, that's the thing that's important. That fastball inside against righties, then you can back it up with the fastball, the outside part of play, but then that fade changeup for outs. He's all had that good movement on that pitch. He's able to fade that one away from right-handed batters, get soft contact or swing and misses. And now it's time for our key, a drive to success. The overall defense for the Angels so far this season is 15 errors. They're on pace for 60 errors for the season. Last year's club with 80 errors set a franchise record for the fewest errors made in a full season. This defense has been very, very good so far. We'll be tested against this Astros lineup that has good speed along with guys that hit the ball very hard.
George Springer ready to lead things off for the Houston Astros. The Angels mentioned it, 24-16, a game back of the Stros. 2 games under 500 here at the Big A with a 10-12 mark. I think they were pointing out toward right field or something, but they're ready to go. Heaney's first one is down and in for ball 1. First pitch is brought to you by Carson Toyota. Springer hitting .296, 10 doubles, 8 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Left elbow contusion has kept him out of the last couple of games, but he's back in there tonight. That'll leave in the count.
Good fastball, good location. We talked about that inside-out approach with his fastball. First pitch fastball, a little off the inside corner, backed it up with a good fastball away.
One ball, 2 strikes. Everyone pretty much in the shade as far as the Angels are concerned defensively. The only guy dealing with some sunshine is Ian Kinsler. A little ribbon of sunshine cutting across around second base and shallow right. Do you spotlight him on your defense? Because that would have worked out perfectly. Upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's already spotted.
Brian O'Nora calling the balls and strikes tonight. Fielding Colbert, the crew chief at first. Chris Conroy at second. C.B. Buckner at third base. The umpiring crew for this 3-game series. A mild 68 degrees here tonight. 2-2. Called strike 3, pin in the inside corner, 1 away.
Right like we did with that fastball. Springer generally will look in early and then looks away and drives the ball very well to right center field on a fastball up. But this time he comes right back inside with a fastball at 93, paints that inside corner. Call, 3rd strike.
He did not face the Astros when the Angels are in Houston. So both starters tonight facing the other club for the first time in 2018. Here's Bregman. .265 on the season. 13 doubles, 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Houston comes in with a team batting average of .256. That's 7th. They're 10th in home runs, 3rd in runs, 2nd on base percentage, and 10th in slugging. They lead the world in pitching. 2.49 staff ERA. Starters at 2.24, relievers at 3.10. 2 balls and a strike.
So I guess it'd be somewhat comforting for A.J. Hinch knowing that while the offense hasn't put up tons of runs as of yet, kind of like they did last year, the pitching has kept him in games. A little scary, I guess, for the rest of the American League, as that one's off the plate, 3-1.
That's a pretty good changeup, just a little bit off the corner. You got to believe with this lineup they have, and you just go on their track record, they're going to start swinging the bat very well at some point. A.J. Hinch has done a nice job with this Astro club, putting him in position to succeed.
Altuve on deck, the 3-1 now. Bregman lifts it foul. Three-two. Line to right. Cole was shading toward the line, and he will track it down. As you said, the defense has been spectacular. Cole has played gold glove defense all year.
And when you think about it, two players in this lineup here today for the Angels, may have not put up their numbers they would like to offensively, have been outstanding defensively from Cole Calhoun and Ian Kinsler. But Cole's been able to track down a lot of baseballs out and right, that firm throwing on 5 outfield assists. Ian Kinsler has been very good himself. They've not allowed what they've struggled as far as the offensive side carry on to the defensive side.
2 outs, nobody on for Altuve. Takes a strike. Jose's average at 306, 9 doubles, has a triple, 2 home runs, 17 runs batted in. His first home run of the season against the Angels at Minute Maid.
Andrew Heaney, pretty solid numbers career-wise against the Astros. Although he doesn't have a record yet, it's 0-0, 0.82 ERA. Just 1 earned run in 11 innings pitched against the Astros for Heaney.
And off the plate. Brian Lenore, the home plate umpire, will fool you at times because on non-strike calls he kind of leans into it, then takes a step back as if he's going to call a strike, but then doesn't. This one's lifted out toward right. Should be playable for Calhoun. Long run into just short of foul territory. A 1-2-3 first for Andrew Heaney. We hit the bottom of the first inning with no score. Kozar leading things off at third base. Mike Trout's in center, Upton's in left, Pujols at DH. Simmons at shortstop, Valbuena at first, Kinsler at second, Calhoun in right. Martin Maldonado back behind the plate. He'll bat ninth as he take on the 24-year-old right-hander, Tampa, Florida native, named Lance McCullers.
Yeah, very good stuff. Fastballs 92, 97. They'll throw an occasional slider, but mostly curveballs, a very good one. And also will throw a changeup. My go-tos to be successful against McCullers Jr. today is only swing at curves in the strike zone. He will try to get you to chase and disrupt his rhythm. He's a guy, a high-energy guy. Step out on occasion, make him field his position, because once he gets on a roll, he is very difficult to hit. Throw him off that rhythm.
McCullers making his 10th career start against the Angels. Good numbers overall. First one. He's in there for a strike. Goes out to 241. 5 home runs, 15 runs batted in. And winning hit yesterday, he'll ground this one over to short. That's Carlos Correa. One down. Take a look at the Astros on the defensive side of things tonight. Fisher, Springer, and Reddick in the outfield from left to right. The infield consists of Bregman and Correa on the left side, Altuve and Gurriel on the right side with Stassi behind the plate.
And speaking of Carlos Correa, really has been outstanding at shortstop so far this season. 0 errors, 16 double plays turned, and improvement each season in the major league level. Very good throwing arm, 2 of the best shortstop as far as range in baseball playing here tonight with Simmons and Correa. So far, 3 fastballs thrown for McCullers Jr. Throws a lot of curveballs.
One ball, one strike. Which is the numbers for McCullers against the Angels. 3-1 with a 1.78 ERA. Made 3 starts here at the Big A. No record and a 150 earned run average. Two balls, one strike.
And some fastballs thrown here from McCullers. Trout on fastballs inside has been very effective with his batting average. And so far, he's been able to pitch him inside McCullers Jr.
The ball foul back.
You look at the pitch arsenal for McCullers Jr. You'll see how many curveballs he does throw. 45.6%. That's the highest percentage in Major League Baseball. Sinker at 34.3. He'll throw his changeup 14% of the time. He'll also throw a cutter / four-seam fastball 6.1%. So nearly half of his pitches. Curveballs, but yet he threw a fastball there at the Trout. He's got some pretty good movement on this fastball so far. See how much that runs. It gets an upper part of the strike zone. Something that the Astros do a lot of is throwing that fastball upper part of the strike zone. Look at that call a whole lot when the catcher catches it up like that high and it brings it down.
You got to move it down a foot. That's not good. Here's Justin Upton. 2 outs, nobody on. 256 average, 10 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Justin went 0 for 4 yesterday, but did pick up an RBIs. That one way inside.
He will hit batters, McCullers. 3 hit batters so far this season. That movement on his fastball, that happens quite a bit.
Two balls, no strikes. Andrew Heaney with the 1-2-3 first. McCullers retired the first 2 at the bottom of the first.
You see we're Upton stepping out, just trying to throw the timing off of McCullers. He is a very active pitcher on the mound, doesn't waste time at all.
Last start for McCullers at Oakland on the 8th. Picked up the win. Looking 5 innings. Breaking balls. 2-2. Took something off, and McCullers retires his side in order, picking up a couple of strikeouts. We head into the second with no score.
For AARP, Angels take on today. Best records in the majors entering today. The Yankees at the top with 28-12. Red Sox lost today 28-13. The Braves right behind it. Surprising Braves 25-15. The Astros 26-16. The Angels 24-16. The Angels on pace for a 97-win season at this moment.
Correa, Gurriel, and Gaddis here in the second. Astros shortstop takes a strike. 292 batting average, 7 home runs, and 29 runs batted in. Just missed outside, 2-1.
Pitchers have really pitched Correa inside very well this year. Remember in the past, he was very quick on the inside pitch. A 176 slugging percentage on fastballs and pitches inside so far this season against Correa.
Lifted out to right. One down. Here comes the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel. .278 batting average for the Astro first baseman. A home run, 14 runs batted in. Always a guy that likes to hunt the fastball. Good off-speed pitch to start him off. One, 1-2.
Good fastball there. Good arm angle there for Andrew Heaney.
That last start for Andrew against Colorado. Took the loss, but allowed just 2 runs on 5 hits in his 6 innings of work through 86 pitches.
That's
Called strike
spot.
3. Down goes Gurriel. Second strikeout for Heaney.
On that perfect pitch. Let's take a look at PitchCast, brought to you by Nissan. Good fastball once again from Andrew Heaney. Good follow through lower part of the strike zone at 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Good balance, shoulders squared up, eyes right on the target. Little movement in his head there. That's perfect as far as mechanics for Andrew Heaney. Another hitter up there will be looking to attack a first pitch fastball.
Just off the plate. Gaddis DHing. 214 on the year. 5 doubles, 3 home runs, and 12 runs batted in. Good off speed.
That's that fade changeup. He's very good when talked about as far as his go-tos to be successful. And that's what he's been doing so well the last 3 starts. Fastball away, backing up with that changeup, same plane.
Just a little bit low. Last start at home for Andrew was against Baltimore on May the 2nd. Picked up the win.
Weaver, Trout, and Ohtani jerseys there.
Off of Maldonado, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Heaney trying to retire the side in order for the 2nd consecutive inning. 2-2. Off the plate. Full count.
Good fastball, though. A little bit off the outside corner, though. So now you have him set up, especially when you're the oohs and ahs in the stands as a hitter. Sometimes you maybe I got away with that one. So if you throw a changeup, fade it down away, it should be effective.
Got him. Down goes Gaddis. Third strikeout of the night for Andrew Heaney. Will head to the bottom of the second with no score.
Pujols leading off. Let's take a look at the league leaders, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz all-time hit list. Albert Pujols with a hit yesterday, tying the Hall of Famer Al Kaline with 3,007. Wade Boggs just ahead of Albert, just 3 hits above him. Rafael Palmeiro, and then Lou Brock with 3,023.
Cuts through that first one, got a fastball. The Colors with a 1-2-3 first with 2 punch outs. Albert hitting .255, going 1 for 3 with a walk yesterday.
Albert is 4 for 22 in his career versus McCullers. One of those hits, a home run. Between Trout and Pujols against McCullers, this 6 for 40 with 2 home runs combined, even though they do have 72 career home runs against Astro pitching overall in their careers.
Oh, 2 ground ball. Sounds like Albert broke his back. Correa's got it. On the way. Nobody out for Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk. 338 on the year. Puts him now 5th in the American League. Mookie Betts still leading the way at the start of the day at 360. Again, miscommunication here perhaps between Colors and Stasi. 1-0. lot more fastballs tonight.
But when you look at McCullers, who had his career, once that stress level gets up, runners on, that's when he throws a lot more curveballs. This changeup right there again has been solid. That's what he got Upton with in the first inning, his changeup. Goes changeup, we showed that 14% of the time.
This one's out toward right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. First base runner of the game comes with one out here in the second.
One thing about Anthony Simmons, high pitches, secondary pitches, he's been very consistent throughout this entire season. More of a backup curveball, but just above the belt, making contact. That's the thing that's so impressive about Anderson. He get that foot down, but he still keeps the bat back, even though he's fooled by the speed of that pitch. Keeps that bat long enough in the strike zone to punch out and out in the right center field for another hit.
Here's Luis Valbuena. Takes upstairs.
Not easy to steal against McCullers. He's allowed 1 stolen base in 2 attempts. It's 8 stolen bases overall in his career in 14 attempts. Very quick to the plate. As usual, the shift on with the Houston Astros. It's a pretty good hack there by Valbuena.
One ball, one strike. Luis at 255. 2 doubles, 4 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Back at first base once again with Albert DHing. Luis 1 for 4 yesterday.
Change up again. If that change up fades away like that, there's a lot of room at third baseline for Valbuena, especially down and away. Just shorten up the swing. Get it right down that third base line. See all that room for Valbuena to go right down the line there. If it's something away, if it's in, turn on it.
Pulled the string. Done it a couple times now. It's 2-2. Shift on with 3 on the right side. Bregman, third baseman, over at the shortstop position. Simmons takes off. The throw down by Stassi. One hopper, and Andrelton is safe at second. Correa wants A.J. Hinch to take a look at it.
Only if he came off the base, looked like he beat the throw. Pretty good pitch to go on. High fastball. It looked like he slid right into his foot. That's maybe why he thinks he got him. Hand right into his foot. See him blocking that base. Now, does he get it, that hand in at all?
Not going to challenge it, apparently. So it's stolen base.
Unless he got a finger or a thumb on that base besides the foot. That's a 5th stolen base for Simba. Career high 19 last year. RBI situation, RBI opportunity for Valbuena.
Halos yesterday 2 for 14 with men in scoring position. 3-2. Little loop route to right center field. That is going to get down for a hit. Simba being waved around. Here comes the throw from Reddick. It goes to second base. 1-0 Angels. Valbuena picks up his 14th RBI.
Now 3 for 4 in his career versus McCullers.
I thought the way Reddick charged that ball that he was going to make a play on it at the plate. The way Simba had to kind of wait for Dino Ebel to give him the sign.
I thought initially a real good read off the bat for Anderson Simmons, and then we saw the closing speed for Reddick out in right field. Good bat flip on the base hit in the right center field for Valbuena, picking up his 14th RBI. By the way, the Angels 22 for 25 as far as stolen base attempts this season. That's outstanding.
Back-to-back singles. Here's Kinsler, takes low.
I think anytime you're facing any of these starters for the Astros, even though they could be quick to the plate, you have to take that shot and try to steal a base, get as many guys in scoring position as possible. By the way, 88% success rate stealing bases so far this year for the Angels.
They haven't stolen many bases, but they've picked their spots the right time, right situation with guys behind the plate or pitchers with slow moves. One ball, two strikes.
He's really used his changeup quite a bit.
One out, the bat at first. 1-0 Angels. We're in the second. Kinsler hits one toward the middle. Correa with a diving stop. Flips it to Altuve for one. Over to first. Double play.
Talked about this defense by the Astros also, and the Angels outstanding up the middle. Talked about two of the best as far as range and short. Carlos Correa, that looked like a base hit for sure. Going up the middle, the great range and the quick flip to Altuve. 6-4-3 double play. Angels up 1-0. Stolen base, got into a scoring position. Luis Valbuena drove him in with a single to right center field. The Angels up 1-0 over Houston.
Heaney has faced 6 batters. He's retired all 6. He'll get Reddick, Stassi, and Fisher. Nice play by Carlos Correa to rob Kinsler of a base hit.
And we talked about range by both these shortstops. That was outstanding by Correa.
Reddick shoots one out to the alley in right center field. That's a base hit. Might be more, and it will be. Leadoff double for Josh Reddick.
In the game, this a 212 hitter versus left-handed pitching. The lefty's pretty good success against Andrew so far this season. Hit 333, got that fastball, was out over the plate, and he lines it in the right center field for his 4th double.
Stassi, the catcher, hitting .288. 23rd game for him. 8 extra base hits with 9 runs batted in. First time that Heaney has worked from the stretch. 6 down through the first 2 with 3 strikeouts. Up the middle, and Simmons is not going to get there, so Heaney quickly gives that run right back. We're tied at 1. Back-to-back hits for Houston to start the 3rd.
When you look at the batting average so far this season for the Astros, and runs scored 289 on the road, 22 home runs, 117 runs scored on the road. At home, though, just a 223 with a total of 85 runs scored.
Nobody out. Man at first. Here's Derek Fisher. Left fielder. Comes in batting 191. A lot of speed.
Good breaking ball there from Heaney.
Houston's hit just a tick better against lefties and righties. 258 versus 256. Like the Angels, they've played really good baseball down on the road. We're at 289 batting average for Houston on the road. The Angels are 291. While hitting 233 here at home. No balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order, Springer on deck. Got him with a high fastball, 1 down.
It's a good firm fastball from Andrew Heaney upstairs. 4th punch out of the game.
It's like an angry fastball to me.
I'm sure he elevated that one to be able to get a swing and miss. One thing we know about Andrew Heaney, he's very competitive. He knows, especially against this Astros starting staff, runs are tough to come by. So when you get that early lead, you want to put up a 0 right away to keep that pressure on McCullers. But Houston comes right back and ties it up at 1.
Ground ball towards short. Simmons to Kinsler for 1. Relay over to first base. Got him. Inning-ending double play. So Heaney limits the damage to just a run. It's a 1-1 game as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by your Southern California Ford dealers. Buy Jack in the Box. Try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family, only at Jack in the Box. We're tied at 1 here at the bottom of the 3rd. Beautiful night for baseball, not a cloud in the sky. Angels and the Astros meeting for the first time here at the Big A. 2nd overall meeting, with the Angels taking 2 and 3 at Minute Maid. 8-9-1 for the Halos. Calhoun, Maldonado, and Cozart. Colors with 2 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits allowed.
I still think at some points for Cole, just to be able to track a baseball, it's not a bad idea to have a push bunt down that 3rd base line. It allows your eyes to track the baseball in a zone.
Shift on, of course, with Calhoun at the plate. Bregman in on the grass.
Here's the 1-1.
That changeup once again. It helps for the Astros having a very athletic third baseman who was a shortstop drafted by Bregman. So he's able to cover a lot more ground on that left side of the infield. He made some outstanding plays defensively in the World Series last year for the Astros.
Reaching for it, it bounces up and hits him. Count remains at 1-2.
So that's a good pitch right there for Colas to hit right down the third baseline. Again, just trying to get a better feel, more comfortable in the batter's box. He's been outstanding in the defensive side out in right field.
Two balls, two strikes.
Well, like you could see a curveball here in this 2-2 count. Now coming up against Cole.
Ground ball back up the middle, knocked down by McCullers. One away.
My Hyundai key tonight for the Angels to be successful against this Astro club, and McCullers on the mound going a little pink, just like fire, scoring some early runs to continue to add on. Had plenty of opportunities in his whole homestand so far as swinging the bat. Bat's been on fire, especially when you think about Martin Maldonado, what he has done. Batting average now up to .273 for Martin Maldonado. 14 of 24 for Maldonado this month. He's on fire, swinging the bat. Speaking of pink, she was staying at our hotel out there in Denver. We were playing the Rockies. Tour bus.
Stalker?
Yeah, a little bit.
Philly girl, right? Isn't she from the East Coast?
She's a Philly girl. Yes, she is.
Just making sure, man. It's an honest question.
Yeah. I just heard rumors she was staying there.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was running around all day long trying to say, hey, where's she
It's
at?
funny why you look so sleepy while we were in Colorado.
Trying to find out where they were at.
Maldonado last night, single double, walk and a sac bunt.
Another changeup. Well, you look at scouting report, you see the percentage of pitches McCullers throws. Look at it, almost 46% of his pitches curveballs. He's throwing a lot more changeups early on, along with his fastball.
One-two. Breaking ball, breaks his bat. Gurriel to the backhand has it. 2 outs. Top of the order now, Cozart grounded out to strike the first. Halos with the run at the second. Houston tied it up with the run at the third. Walk-off base hit for Cozart last night, scoring Chris Young, who was behind in the count against Zach Duke and then was hit by a pitch. That's how he got on board. Perfect bunt by Maldonado, then the base hit, first pitch for Cozart.
Second this season. First a walk-off home run for Cozart. Angels so far this season, 3 walk-offs, 2 by Cozart, the other by Justin Upton on that 0-2 pitch slider against Baltimore. Well, back to that walk-off hit by Zach Cozart. Lines it into left field. Scoring Chris Young from second base as the Angels walk off in a tough, tight series against the Minnesota Twins.
Freaking Luis Valbuena with the water jug out there. Did you see him? Like a water delivery guy.
He can do it all. He delivered a hit today, too, for an RBI.
Oh, man. Never a dull moment. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Over to third, Bregman has it. Angels down in order on 3 ground ball outs. 3 in the books here at the Big A. We're tied at 1. Depth between the Angels and the Astros. We're tied at 1. Houston setting up 2, 3, and 4 with Bregman, Altuve, and Correa due up. Four strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits allowed for Andrew Heaney. Bregman skied one to right the first. Home and road splits.
Good change up there. Both pitchers throwing some pretty solid change-ups early on.
One, 2 from Heaney. Lifted out toward right center field. Trout was shading him that way. Calling for it. One down.
Now let's take a look at our tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks for Andrew Heaney. The adjustments he's made during the course of spring training and during the season. Starting on that first base side of the pitching bumper, he was dominant in spring training, then had a little bit of shoulder issue, moved back over to third base side of the rubber. Now back over since April 27th. He's had 3 really good starts. Reason why? He hides the baseball much better from this first base side of the pitching rubber. Very difficult to get a good read as a hitter at the plate. Throws a little bit across his body, hides the baseball well. 4 total earned runs in his last 3 starts with 16 punch-outs for Andrew Heaney. That's over 17 innings. Remember last year, Victor, remember how he struggled against right-handed batters. He's on that third base side. He could see the baseball a little bit longer. Now hiding the baseball better.
0-2. Down goes Altuve in the off-speed pitch. 2 outs. Altuve now over his last 15.
Now let's take a look at We Make It Easy, brought to you by SoCal Toyota on that off-speed pitch. Mentioned his ability to get his fastball in position. A good tight slider, swing and miss out in front for Altuve. Making it look easy with that delivery and deception.
Oh, 1. Correa with a fly ball to right field to lead off the second. Long again for Heaney. 2-1 count.
I always felt that, when you think about it for a hitter, when you see a pitcher looking in for a long time, that generally means it's something different besides that one, the finger down there for a fastball. So you're thinking in terms of off speed. Very good so far as strikes, 30 to the 47.
Three-one count. Gurriel on deck. And a walk. First free pass issued. This one comes with 2 outs here in the 4th. Gurriel, who struck out looking now, will come to the plate.
Good slider there. He was looking and sitting fastball first pitch. You mentioned that earlier, Victor. He's very aggressive on a first pitch fastball. Good decision to go with an all-speed pitch.
Both teams with 2 hits. 5 punch outs for Heaney, 2 for McCullers.
Good spot there. So slider down and in, fastball on the outside corner at the knees. Gurriel didn't like that call, but it was a pretty good pitch.
Halos played defensively straight up against Gurriel. Not a big lead at all for Correa at first. Out towards center. Trout is there. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Trout to lead things off for the Angels in a 1-1 game. Angels Baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Hyundai. Get a great deal, more than a great deal on all new Hyundai vehicles. See your Hyundai dealer today. By Carl's Jr. Take your mouth to Memphis, the call of Carl's. And by your Southern California Cadillac dealers.
1-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Trout, Upton, and Pujols coming up for the Angels against Lance McCullers Jr. A house divided there. Astro hat and an Angel hat. 3 against the Astros, then 4 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Trout shooting one out toward right field. Moving back and over is Reddick. Just shy of the track, will put it away for the first down.
Just
Mike is over 2.
First fly ball out of the game for McCullers. With Justin Upton coming to the plate, let's take a look at Old Dominion bringing their best. With Justin Upton walking up to the dish. He's had an outstanding month of May as far as driving in runs. 18 RBI in May, leads the majors in the category. There's an RBI in 10. 12 games this month for JL.
Pulled foul, got that fastball in. Trout, by the way, hit a curveball from McCullers' first pitch. Justin struck out to end the first. Matter of fact, the only 2 strikeouts McCullers has picked up so far in the first inning. Trout and Upton back to back.
Got a pretty good pitch to drive there. Foul that one straight back.
Going outside. That's hung out and spanked by Justin Upton. Hung it right over the middle part of the plate.
And he's really made good adjustments on breaking balls of late. It all started, we talked about that 0-2 slider against Baltimore, the walk-off. We got an 0-2 slider and lined it back up the middle. This is a breaking ball that stays upstairs, a hanging breaking ball, and lines it into left field for a single.
Yeah, whenever you see a catcher's glove going back the other way when he's set up outside, no bueno. Would you say you usually don't get those baseballs back?
No. They don't even give it a courtesy look either. He's about 400 and some feet away.
Albert grounded down at his first plate appearance. Third hit of the night for the Angels. 1 out, we're in the 4th.
I think Albert would like that pitch back now. He's been doing a real good job as far as staying back, using that lower part of his body to drive the ball even the other way.
Plays off the off-speed pitch. It's 2-1. That's McCullers, a first-round pick. He's actually a supplemental first-round pick in 2012. Their first overall pick in that draft. Plays shortstop for them, Carlos Correa.
It's a pretty good draft.
Not bad. Now back just above us. Ball ricocheted from the upper deck and fell into the glove of a guy wearing a Clayton Kershaw jersey down on the lower level.
And they're saying boo to Kershaw.
I think he may have gotten off the wrong exit on the 5. Nice catch, though.
Yes.
Very Kershaw-like.
Yes, very good as far as fielding his position.
2-2. The chopper left side. Bregman over to Altuve for 1, and they turn the double play. And the 4th is in the books. Ahead of the 5th inning. Angels, Astros in the opener of this 3-game set, tied at 1.
serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
1-1 here at the top of the 5th inning. HOU AT ANA looking on. Got a no decision yesterday, but was spectacular in his performance. He lasted 6 1/3, struck out 11. Allowed 3 hits, was charged with a run, 2 walks.
Boy, outstanding stuff throughout the entire game for Shohei. Fastball got up to 99 miles an hour. Splitter, great. Slider, excellent. Threw a lot more good curveballs, too.
Gaddis swinging first pitch, lines one to left. This will chase Upton back, and it's over his head. One hops the fence, and it's a leadoff double for Evan Gaddis.
Got a pitch up above the bell for Gaddis, 6th double this season. Able to get it in quickly to keep Gaddis at second.
Reddick led off the 3rd inning with a double and eventually scored in the Stasi single. He's 1 for 1, 4th double of the year. Short schedule throughout Major League Baseball. Oakland beat Boston today 6-5. Tigers beat Cleveland 6-3. Tampa Bay, they'll be here on Thursday, beat Kansas City 2-1. Seattle and Minnesota. Nice little pitchers duel. Scoreless tie in the top of the 8th inning. Target Field.
We saw a number of those well-pitched games for Minnesota in this 4-game set. Starter is pretty solid.
Seattle called up Gordon Beckham on Tom Angel to play second base. One. Shows bunt, takes a strike.
Yeah, they said they've decided they're not going to bring D. Gordon back to second base.
Makes sense. I get it. I mean, the guy's been working since spring training. To kind of lock in center field. Last thing you wanted to do is go back to second. All of a sudden,
Then have to go back
kind
to
of
center
restart
when
it.
gets
Exactly.
back. Yes.
1-2. Got him. Nice
That's
breaking
a
ball.
huge out, because not only get the out, you keep Gaddis at second base. Real good breaking ball. Fastball away, and then finish him off with a good hard slider off the plate. Expanded the strike zone. Great arm action with that slider.
All they can hope for there is that he pulls the ball with him to the right side, can advance Gaddis that way.
What a good pitch, though. Good sequence by Maldonado and Heaney against a guy who doubled against him his first at bat of the game.
It's got to be a good feeling for a pitcher, huh? When his heart is in the swing, but his backside's not.
Yeah. And as much as you like to think you have coverage of the plate, not when it's off the plate and down. Very difficult to make any contact.
Stasi with an RBI single in the 3rd inning, picking up his 10th run batted in. So Brian Odor at least is giving an outside part of the plate to both pitchers. Like you said earlier in the game, opening up that off-speed stuff. Gaddis over at second, leadoff double.
Fastball once again. When you think about 6 strikeouts so far for Heaney in this game, 3 on the fastball, 2 on a slider, 1 on his changeup. As far as the sequence here, Andrew Heaney and Maldonado trying to get on the same page. especially when you think about how well McCullers has thrown in this game so far. You don't want to make a mistake. You want to be on the same thought process right now. That'll count as a mound visit.
Bouncing down, but nice block by Maldonado.
We talk about a perfect technique, Victor. I mean, the way he's able to keep his shoulders squared up, has the glove down, the body down. Very difficult for even a breaking ball to get away from him. Slid the body over, but kept the shoulders square to keep that baseball in front when it spins and hits the dirt.
Got him with a high fastball. Down goes Stassi. 2 down. Back-to-back strikeouts for Heaney.
And like we saw yesterday, as far as the punch out for Ohtani, different batters throughout the lineup. The 7th different batter in this game that Heaney has struck out as far as the Astro lineup.
So 2 outs and a man in scoring position for Fisher, who struck out in the 3rd.
Well, you talk about a sharp slider. Something he didn't have a good feel for last year coming back after missing all that time from Tommy John surgery. Staying on top of this breaking ball very well.
One ball, one strike. Tied at 1. We're in the 5th. With Heaney and McCullers done a nice job so far. Good fastball.
It's a good release point to feel for his pitches tonight.
Look at that ratio, 42-22. Strikes the balls.
That's outstanding.
Called strike 3. Got him with a breaking ball in the part of the zone. 3 punch outs in the 5th.
Well, Andrew Heaney is locked in, looking like Doc Holliday tonight from Tombstone. The slider, the fastball upstairs, and then the slider, the finish off Fisher. We're still tied at 1.
Top of the 5th inning. Gets this offense going here. Tied at 1. Simmons, Valbuena, Kinsler coming up. McCullers with 2 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed, all 3 singles. Simmons has one of those. He stole a base and then scored on the base hit by Luis Valbuena.
Outstanding numbers as far as batting average, second best. Shortstops. Manny Machado hit .350. Anthony Simmons very good on outside pitches this season. .409 batting average. Really good on secondary pitches. Really covers a lot of the plate. That's the thing that's so important for Anderson Simmons, and high pitches. We know that already.
Pops this one up. Gurriel into foul territory.
And still alive in this at bat. Gurriel unable to make the play.
That's about as poorly a baseball you could poorly play you could make a baseball as possible.
Yeah, he's going there for pretty good distance, but he's under control, looking up for the baseball, and then reaches out. He still had plenty of room to be able to get to that little padding of that wall by the sweet seats in order to make the play.
He never once looked to see where he was at. 1-2. That's out towards center. Springer turns around, heads back a little bit. 1 down.
Now time for Lowe's whole team together. This Astros starting staff has been excellent this season. 2.24 ERA, which leads the majors. The Nationals second best, and they're at 2.91. Top 3 as far as ERA in the AL. Verlander, Cole, and Charlie Morton. Garrett Cole is going to be starting tomorrow night. Justin Verlander on Wednesday night. He's a Orange Lutheran High School product. UCLA. Garrett Cole on the mound tomorrow night.
Valbuena trying to bunt his way on, bunts it foul. But he had a lot of visitors on the field and in the stands for the game today. Makes perfect sense.
Yes. His numbers this season are off the charts.
No balls, 2 strikes. Luis 1 for 1. Picked up his 14th RBI with a single in the second inning. A little hesitation there from McCullers. There goes Valbuena. 2 outs, 3rd strikeout.
That's that curveball we've talked about from McCullers. Down and in. If you make contact, there's no way you can even keep that one fair. Sharp break to it. This is his 3rd punch out. He has been a ground ball machine. You look at ground ball percentages this season for McCullers, 62.9% ground ball ratio. Richard's second best at 61%. So he gets a lot of ground ball action. He has so far in this game. He's got 9 outs via the ground ball, including a couple of double plays turned.
Kinsler 0 for 1, rolled into an inning-ending double play in the second. 2 turned by Houston tonight.
Some patience over the last few games for Kinsler. Trying to get on base 11 times the last 5 games. It's like we saw with Andrew Heaney, a conversation, Stassi and McCullers. A 1-0 count, no one on base.
That's before he even stepped onto the rubber.
That's a long conversation. First mound visit.
Two balls, no strikes.
Three infielders on the left side with the shift on. And with back-to-back games in which he's drawn multiple walks. 8 walks the last 12 games for him. 3-0.
I still think for Ian Kinsler, if he gets a fastball here, green light.
Kinsler skies this one. Shallow left. Correa drifting out, calling for it. We got a pitch a drive there, didn't he? 1, 2, 3, 5th for Lance McCullers. We're still tied at 1.
Let's take a look at our Carl's Cam replay. Andrew Heaney's night so far. Fastball has been very good, between 90 and 93 miles an hour. Location has been excellent. Changeup also very good. His slider has been solid. 8 punch-outs, 4 on his fastball, 3 on his slider, and 1 on his changeup throughout this game so far for Andrew Heaney.
He's going to face the top of the order here in the 6th inning. Here's a look at the types of pitches as far as the strikeouts are concerned.
And 24 strikeouts in his last 22 innings. That spans over 4 starts for Andrew.
His season high strikeouts 9. That was against the Yankees on April 27th. Springer, Bregman, and Altuve. Springer punched out looking in the 1st. Double play ball in the 3rd.
Good fastball. Talked about the need to pitch inside out with his fastball. He has there. Away first pitch, in second.
Beach ball timeout in center field.
Out with the dunk. Oh, a little jump shot.
Oh, off the rim, just like the 76ers.
Oh, there you go.
Didn't go in.
Wow.
Joel Embiid.
I'm still trusting the process.
Here's a 1-1. 1-2.
Speaking of trusting the process, inside, outside with a fastball. So far, 3 really good pitches here for Heaney against Springer.
I can't crush it, beat. He went to KU, so.
Rock chalk.
1-2. Called strike 3.
Nasty.
Got it. That's 4 straight punch outs.
You talk about pitching. Fastball away, fastball in, fastball away, breaking ball, inside corner. Perfect spot. So 4 strikeouts on his slider, 4 on his fastball, 1 on the changeup. Yeah, he got me.
Bregman looks at a strike.
Good tempo, good balance over the pitching rubber early on here for Andrew. 70 pitches thrown.
And it's nice and easy. It's not, he's not powering through things. It's just nice and fluid.
That 8-pitch third inning, very important for Heaney. Backdoor slider.
Bregman with a couple of fly ball outs tonight.
2 punch outs looking for Springer tonight against Andrew Heaney.
One-two to Bregman. Little shot off the leg, ricochets to Simba on the first, and they got him.
Now that is a kick save and a beauty.
Yeah, 1-6-3, 2 down. I go check him out, make sure he's all right. Sosha might walk out. Heaney waves him off.
Andrew's kind of locked in right now. I don't know if you want to go out and talk to him right now. Ooh, that got him on the shin area. Ricochets right over to Andrelton Simmons, who throws out Bregman.
You always talk about pitchers knowing where their defense is at,
Yes,
Kubi.
yes, that's called the deflection play.
A perfect example. You got to know if you're going to use your body, where to deflect it. Here's Altuve, 0 for 2. Fly ball to right and a strikeout. Ground ball to third. Cozart has it. A 1-2-3 6th inning for Andrew Heaney. Locked in tonight. We're tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the frame. Dealers and by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit HEFINS.com. 1-1 game here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well pitched thus far. Both Andrew Heaney and Lance McCullers have been spectacular. Heaney with 9 strikeouts, matching a season high. His career high is 10. He did that last year against the Oakland Athletics right here on August the 28th. So far, he's at 75 pitches. McCullers has 3 strikeouts and has allowed 3 singles. He's thrown 2 double play balls.
Yeah, he's been a ground ball machine in this game.
Calhoun balled it out of Cozart for the Angels in the 6th. Cole went back up the middle. It was knocked down by McCullers, and he'll look at strike 1.
So fastball, first pitch, breaking ball, backdoor curveball. Now there's a ton of room down that third base line as Bregman moves closer to the base. A lot of room right over here. Be able to hit the ball right down in that third base line.
A lot of stepping back off the rubber by McCullers tonight. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off.
Looked like Cole did a much better job of letting that baseball travel a little bit deeper in the strike zone. Better chance to punch that ball to that left side of the infield, especially on a fastball away.
Another 0-2. .72 pitches so far from McCullers. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Change up there. So a couple fastballs, a curveball, and a changeup in the sequence. 51 strikes. Just like Andrew Heaney, a lot of strikes in the strike zone. Gets some expanded swing, especially because they've been around so often. Your goal is to show strikes and then get hitters to swing at non-strikes. And both pitchers have been very good at that so far this evening.
One down. Take a look at the Honda upcoming schedule for the Angels. 2 more against the Astros. 7:07 starting tomorrow. It's a 6:40 p.m. start on Wednesday night with Angels Live kicking things off at 6. Tomorrow, Cole and Berea. On Wednesday, Verlander and Richards.
Really good pitching matchups. The rest of this series, a great pitching matchup here tonight. Verlander, who's back to being the dominant pitcher he was when he was early on, especially with the Tigers. He won an MVP and a Cy Young.
Maldonado grounded out to Gurriel in the 3rd inning. Watch out. It's an off-speed pitch, breaking ball. 3-0.
Yeah, it's a backup breaking ball, a little bit too quick on the delivery. You'll see that on occasion.
Kind of cooled down a little bit, hasn't it, tonight?
Nice and warm earlier today. Especially with the top of the order coming up. Zach Kozar followed by Mike Trout. You got to be real patient here on this 3-1 pitch. In your zone, he's been very hot coming into this game for Maldonado. That's a smart move by Maldonado, just to try to throw, mentioned back, McCullers out of his rhythm, step out of the batter's box. See if he can catch a mistake here.
There comes the 3-2 upstairs, and he walked him. That's the first walk issued by McCullers, and he comes with one out here.
It looked like his rhythm was off a little bit because he stepped out of that batter's box.
Hey, stay tuned during the 7th inning stretch for the Nissan Game Break with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Mota.
You're going to see that shift on in the infield for the Astros. Altuve almost right behind the base at second. A lot of room on that right side of the infield for Cozart.
Cozart bouncing the first one foul. He's 0 for 2.
And it's all about pitching to your defense too. If you're going to have that type of shift put on, you better be able to put that fastball on the inside part of the plate. Otherwise, there's a lot of room to be able to hit that ground ball to the right side of your Cozart.
That off-speed pitch. 0-2. So a lot of those changeups, they've been very good today.
A lot of times you go down to the bullpen, you're warming up. You have 3 really good plus pitches. Sometimes you only have 2 work, and so far it looks like more so this fastball and changeup as compared to a curveball for him tonight.
One ball, 2 strikes. Trout on deck. Maldonado at first with 1 out. Tied at 1. Tried to bring that one back.
And he's thrown now 85 pitches. He's thrown 23 changeups tonight. And only 18 curveballs.
Cozart. Out number 2. 5th strikeout of the night for Cozart. Or pardon me, for McCullers. That would be a bad night if it was 5 strikeouts already.
Another real good changeup once again for McCullers. 24th changeup thrown.
To me, I mean, you watch that replay right there, and you watch Cozart's eyes are right on that baseball. Yeah. That ball just keeps diving in on him.
That's almost like a split changeup.
Yeah. Trout swung at the first pitch in the 4th inning and skied one to right.
And very rarely do you see him swinging at a curveball first pitch. And it's a product of Trout's career numbers really against McCullers also. Looks like Brian O'Nora may have got something in his eye. Home plate umpire. The way these pitchers are pitching tonight, it's going to take one of those mistakes made at some point here. McCullers hasn't made many at all. You're hoping to get one if you're Trout.
Off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, a lot of times you'll see at this point McCullers will pitch inside, and Trout has been very good on pitches inside, hitting over 360 on inside pitches this season. We're like you might see something, whether it's a changeup or fastball.
2-1. Up and away. 3-1. Look like he wants to give in. Upton's on deck. Justin 1 for 2 tonight. Meanwhile, pitch count getting up there from McCullers at 90 now. Maldonado with a walkover at first base. There's a second free pass of the night.
Both in this inning. Talked about the RBI total in the month of May for Justin Upton. Has a chance to add on here. 18 RBI in the month of May for Justin Upton.
Upton struck out in the first inning. He got a hanging slider, breaking ball in the fourth inning. Hit it to left field.
That's the 35th walk for Trout in his last 36 starts.
First one on the way. With an off-speed pitch. Just on the heels of what you said about Trout, his walks, his on-base percentage near the .550 mark for May.
Manfred was really deep, especially in center and in right. Good arms, though.
In the dirt, runners did not advance.
And with Martin Maldonado at second base, trying to get a little bit bigger lead. But the outfielders where they're set up. Very good throwing arms. 2 outfield assists for Springer. 4 for Reddick in right. They're playing pretty deep.
One. Fastball off the plate, 2-1.
Might see some action going pretty soon. Yeah, some action down in the bullpen for the Astros is that pitch count. A lot of pitches in this inning.
As a matter of fact, when he came out for this inning, there was guys starting to stretch, get loose. Brad Peacock, first man up. A 2-1 count with 2 outs, 2 on. Up the line to the left field. That is a base hit. It falls in there. Maldonado is being waved around. The throw is cut off by Bregman. Halos on top, 2-1.
And once again, picking up another RBI in the month of May for Justin Upton. That's his 19th RBI. Maldonado, who walks, scores the go-ahead run. Let's take a look at our pitch by pitch. It's going to end up being our top-tier play, brought to you by Arco. And here's the pitch by pitch sequence. Changeup, outside part of the plate, fastball, or changeup off the outside corner, fastball outside corner for a ball, and then another changeup. And Justin Upton stays back on it well, lines it in left field. Our top-tier play brought to you by Arco. Excellent at bat by Justin Upton, coming through once again with an RBI single.
Rolls now at the plate. Trout at second, Upton at first. 32nd RBI for Upton. Albert 0 for 2. Takes a strike. That pitch was off the plate. No balls, 2 strikes.
What we've seen from Albert during this stretch, during his 9-game hit streak, he's used the whole field very well, even behind in the count. He shortens up on a swing. Reddick well off that right field line, playing pretty shallow at it right field.
Albert waves at the breaking ball, and the Angels are done here in the 6th inning, but those 2 walks by McCullers gives Upton the opportunity to drive home a run. Halos on top, 2-1. The short schedule throughout Major League Baseball on this Monday night. Angels leading 2-1. Oakland beat Boston 6-5 in the open their series. Seattle 1-0 winners. That game was 0-0 into the 8th inning, but Mariners pulled that one out. Tampa Bay over Kansas City 2-1. National League, Cubbies dropped one to Atlanta. Milwaukee leading Arizona. Colorado, San Diego tied at 3. Andrew Heaney back out on the bump here in the 7th. Correa, Gurriel, and Gaddis. Angels up 1. 9 strikeouts for Andrew. First pitch is in for a strike. Correa hit a fly ball right in the 2nd and walked in the 4th. Lance McCullers more than likely done after his 6 innings tonight. One.
Pretty good pitch. And we talked about how Carlos Correa early, still so young in his career, very good on fastballs in this season, has not hit the inside pitch real well. Well, that was a good one right there. Didn't get called. That's even better. Didn't get called.
That's a really good pitch.
Yes, that's perfect. And Marty Maldonado's talking to Brian Honora about that pitch and spot. You see exactly where that's located. That's right on the outside corner.
3 pitches in the strike zone. It's a 2-1 count. Grant bounces this one through the right side. So leadoff single.
And when you're put in a position where you're looking for a fastball because of the count being 2-1, you have a better chance of getting hit.
And get your red on Experience Angels baseball according to your schedule by choosing the games you want to attend. With the 8-game flex plan, call 888-796-HALO or go to angels.com for more details. Bouncer left side. Cozart's got it to Kinsler for 1. Double play, 2 down.
Roll 2 for the price of 1. Ernie Harwell would say. Second double play turned behind Andrew Heaney tonight. 5th overall in the season. Nice play by Cozart. Feed quickly over to Ian Kinsler. Talk about this defense for the Halos. 5-4-3. Perfect feed, knowing he's got time. Quickly gets rid of it to complete the double play.
Evan Gaddis had a leadoff double in the 5th. 1 for 2 tonight. One-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Double by Gaddis with the 5th, his 6th of the year. He had 82 pitches. At 6 2/3, this is his longest outing of the season. The first 2-0 count that he's had. Two and 1.
Challenged him. Fastball. A little bit off the plate. Get some swings and expanded swings when you've been around the strike zone as much as Andrew has been this entire game.
Two one now. Breaks his bat, rolls into the left side. Angeldon's got it. Cozart's in his way, but no worries.
How quick was that transfer and throw from Simmons with Cozart right in front of him?
Trying to run the screen there, I guess.
Yes.
Hey, now it's time for the Nissan Game Break with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Mota.
Okay, guys, thanks very much. Yeah, here we
pitcher on for the Houston Astros. It's Brad Peacock replacing Lance McCullers Jr. This pitching change is brought to you by Purple Bricks. Peacock pitching his 16th ball game, 101 with a 2.16 ERA, 23 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 16 2/3.
Really adapted very well to this bullpen role. We saw that in the postseason. Fastball 90, 94, little curveball, slider, and a changeup. He's very good as a starter last season, but what he did in the postseason out of the bullpen was outstanding for the Astros.
Simmons, Valbuena, and Kinsler for the Angels. The bottom of the 7th. Angelton 1 for 2 with a single, stolen base and a run scored. Skied one to center, leading off the 5th.
Simmons is 1 for 14 in his career versus Peacock. Brian Honora gets me every time. I thought the way he was looking at that, he was going to call that one a strike.
Called that one a strike. It's 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 left on for the Astros. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 left on for the Angels. Halos tonight 2 for 2 with men in scoring position. Valbuena and Upton with the RBI singles. 2-2 now. Full count. Tried to bring that one back. Payoff on the way. Breaking ball, and he popped him up.
They got away with that when that backed up on him and ended up jamming Anthony Simmons on it. Wasn't where he wanted to throw that breaking ball, but it backed up the perfect spot to jam him. Hyundai Key going back to that tonight. Just like fire, enough good at bats with runners in scoring position. One by Luis Valbuena, the other by Justin Upton, giving the Angels a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th.
Valbuena 1 for 2. Ball and a strike.
Andrew Heaney still locked in, still focused. It's in a gem so far. And he's looking in and hoping it's maybe another run or 2 here in this inning. A little insurance. Well, Valbuena good numbers against Peacock. 3 for 5, 600 batting average. Yeah, you can tell he's tracking that baseball pretty well against him. That's a pretty good fastball. The outside corner stayed well with it.
Two balls, 2 strikes still, 1 out. Triangle defense for the Astros on the right side. Lays off that one. That's the pitch that McCullers got him to swing over the top of in the 5th for the strikeout.
Especially a slow breaking ball.
It's McCullers 6 innings. 2 runs, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Career high 27 changeups.
It was a good one throughout. Just one mistake on to Upton.
Balbuena down swinging, 2 outs.
And throwing him a slider off the inside corner to get a swing and miss.
Hey, congratulations to the Mobile Bay Bears for the 2nd time this year. A no-hitter. Griffin Canning, Greg Molly, Adrian Almeida, and Ryan Clark combining for the Bay Bears' 2nd no-no of the season. I think Griffin was part of that first one as well.
He's got some serious talent, some great upside. UCLA product. I think you're going to see him wearing that Angel uniform for too long.
Kinsler 0 for 1. Pardon me, 0 for 2. Double play ball to Papa.
4 for 16 in his career versus Peacock.
Two balls and a strike.
The pitches he's really hit well this season have been low pitches at 333 for Kinsler.
Bounce or foul. Full count. Nobody warming up. Andrew Heaney will come back out for the 8th. Bottom third of the order due up. Well, just got a piece of it off the massive Stassi. Heaney, just the 3rd Angel starter to go 7 innings this year. Otani did it on April the 8th. Skaggs April 23rd at Houston. And Heaney tonight. Kinsler strikes out on the off-speed pitch, and the Angels down 8 order. We're headed to the 8th inning with the Angels on top 2-1. They're coming into play tonight. His last 3 starts were wonderful. He has one-upped those 3 starts. Pitching into the 8th inning now for the first time since J.C. Ramirez did it for the Angels in August of last year. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 9 strikeouts, 1 shy of a career high, tying a career high. He's done it on 84 pitches.
Exactly, 84 pitches. Averaging 12 pitches per inning. Outstanding so far for Heaney.
Josh Reddick takes outside. Reddick, Stassi, and Fisher, lefty, righty, lefty. Reddick with a double in the third, a strikeout in the fifth. As Heaney takes the mound, action begins in the Angels pen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Justin Anderson, first man up. Pulled foul, 1-2.
Good breaking ball once again.
Foul tip, just got a piece of it.
Yeah, if that's a little bit further away, he's got him. I think with pitches away here against Reddick, you got to be ready for Cozart over there towards the third base area, and he'll move more towards shortstop hole. And same thing for Upton out in left field.
Got him swinging. Down goes Reddick, and that is a career high matching 10th strikeout.
And another nasty slider. You talk about a great tilt to this breaking ball. And it's late break to it. On top, see that rotation, the spin, the seams. Perfect spot.
Stassi fouled the first one back. One for 2 at an RBI single in the third inning.
Still pretty good velocity on his fastball. Pitch number 91 was at 92.
Didn't quite finish that one. 2-1.
Best fastball of the night, 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Slowest pitch, his slider at 77.
Good off-speed pitch.
There's that changeup. Good fade action. Pretty good control, especially after you overthrew a fastball to pitch before they come back with a solid changeup from Andrew Heaney.
Three-2 down. Stassi lifts one out to right. Cole's got to go back on it. Has a play. 2 outs.
Another good pitch for Andrew Heaney. Looks like he may have a pinch hitter here.
Marwin Gonzalez will pinch hit for Derek Fisher. Fisher finishes the night 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Charles Nagy out to go through the scouting report. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Gonzalez 1 for 3 in his career versus Andrew Heaney.
Gonzalez this year, 226 batting average. 5 doubles, 3 home runs, 23 runs batted in. 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter. When you look at his splits right and lefty, they're right down the middle. 227, 226. Down year for him, but always a dangerous hitter, considering the season he had last year. First one on the way. Fastball first strike.
I'm still impressed with just the consistent velocity on his fastball for Andrew Heaney tonight. That went at 92 again. Season high as far as pitches now with 96.
One ball and strike.
If you think in terms of patterns, more than likely see a changeup here.
7 2/3. He's now set a career high in innings pitched in a start. 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Top of the order, Springer on deck. 2 outs. We're in the 8th. Angels up 2-1. To 1 off speed pitch. Joe Smith loosening for Houston. Anderson ready to go for the Angels. Now the 3-1. Out towards center. Playable for Trout. Man, what a terrific performance by Andrew Heaney tonight. 8 solid innings. Racking up the strikeouts and in a position to pick up the W.
He's Huckleberry right here tonight for Doc Holliday and Andrew Heaney. Dealing through 8.
One time now for the Land Rover above and beyond player of the game, and it goes to Andrew Heaney. No question about that. A career high 8 innings. Tied his career high in strikeouts with 10. Just 1 walk, 1 earned run, scattering 4 hits. And in a position to pick up the W. He's looking for his 2nd of the year.
Oh, what an effort tonight. Knowing he had to pitch an excellent game, and he did so. Career high in innings and punch-outs. He ties with 10.
New pitcher on for the Houston Astros, Joe Smith, the former Angel. They'll have a new left fielder, Marwin Gonzalez, stays in the game. 15th appearance for Joe. 1-1 with a 7.94 ERA, 11 strikeouts, 4 walks, 13 hits, and 11 1/3. Cole looks at a strike. Calhoun mauled it out on Cozart. Halo's looking for some insurance runs. Brad Peacock, a 1-2-3 7th, picked up a couple of strikeouts. Bouncer over to the second base side. That's Correa with the shift on. 1 out. Here comes Celebrate Star Wars now with your Angels with the Rays this Friday in town. Fans in attendance will take home a charming Han Solo rally monkey while supplies last. For more information, go to angels.com.
The charming one.
Andrew Heaney was electrifying tonight.
Yes, he was.
Martin Maldonado 0 for 1 with a walk. Anderson looks like he'll be the guy in the 9th inning. Weren't with us earlier. Keenan Middleton placed on the 10-day DL. That's going to be longer than 10 days, folks. It's a tear in the UCL. He's going to go out and get a second opinion on it. Felix Pena up with the big club now as Maldonado cuts this. Actually got a piece of it. It's 1-2. Tough break for Keenan. A tough loss for the Angels. He pitched so well prior to going on his first stint to the DL. Came back last Thursday, pitched 3 times, and yesterday taken out of the game. One-two on Martin Maldonado. Tied him up with that sinker. 2 outs.
Runs that one down and in. Joe Smith.
Stay tuned for Angels live postgame coming up right after the game, presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Cozart tonight 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Just missed low.
That was a pretty good pitch to drive there for Cozart. It's elevated. Especially get that baseball and drive at the right center field. Trying to give Trout an at-bat against Joe Smith.
Joe signing a 2-year deal in the offseason with Houston. It's a pitcher that got Maldonado. Looking ahead to the Astros 9th inning, top of the order. Springer, Bregman, Altuve. Cozart goes down swinging. He will head to that 9th inning. Looks like Justin Anderson will be the guy. Halos on top 2-1.
Slight refreshing finish for Justin Upton. He has continued to finish off that swing in the month of May. 19 RBI. That one mistake changeup throughout the entire game for McCullers Jr. Lines out into left field, scoring Martin Maldonado, who walked early in that inning. Justin Upton giving the Angels the 2-1 lead here going into the ninth.
19th RBI in 13 games in the month of May for Justin Upton, the beneficiary of all the walks to Mike Trout. Justin Anderson out to try to close this one out for the Angels. This will be his 10th game. You see the record in a 5.79 earned run average. 2 of his last 3 outings have been a little bit shaky for the youngster, but he certainly has the stuff and the moxie to close things out. Matter of fact, made his Major League debut in his hometown of Houston against these Astros. We'll get a chance to close it out here for Andrew Heaney. Springer, Bregman, Altuve coming up. Springer tonight 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a double play ball. The first one's up and in. One ball, 1 strike.
That is a wicked slider. Andrew Heaney threw quite a few of those very good ones from the left side tonight.
Ground ball back up the middle, and Springer's on board with a leadoff single. Springer likes to hit the fastball.
And out over the plate.
Yep. Bregman, a fly ball to right, 1 to center, a ground out. No stolen bases on the year for Springer's been caught twice.
Needs to turn 2 double plays tonight so far.
One. He stumbled on that pitch, Gooby.
It was a slower breaking ball.
Yeah, I think his either cleat got stuck or he tripped up somehow, almost like an Ephus type pitch. Watch him look back as the other foot slipped.
That took a little bit more off that for a curveball.
Hey, note to self, whatever works, right?
Talk about a change of speed. That's about 14-mile-an-hour difference between his slider and that breaking ball.
Leadoff single for Springer, the 1-2. Bregman shoots one out toward right. Cole toward the corner, racing over. Near foul territory, reaches up, makes the catch. Springer's tagging, heading to second to throw a good one, and they got him! What a throw by Cole Calhoun yet again!
They're going to take a look at it, obviously, but Cole Calhoun, I'll tell you what, give him a lot of credit. Has struggled at the plate, but in the defensive side, there isn't anybody playing better out in right field in Major League Baseball than Cole Calhoun. What a throw. That all the way in the air to second base. What a throw. See that tag applied, able to control the baseball, out on the tag. What a throw by Cole. Wow. That is a long distance.
What were we saying about guys not taking their struggles at the plate onto the field?
And you really can't blame Springer for doing that. I mean, that took a perfect throw. See Trout talking to Cole.
Major League leading 6th outfield assist for Cole Calhoun. Altuve 0 for 3. Fastball for a strike at 100. Flared out to center field. A base hit with 2 outs. Little hanging breaking ball. That snaps an 0 for 16 for Altuve.
Correa at the plate, a dangerous hitter, but you also have Altuve with good speed, though. There's a couple of stolen bases this season.
Correa with a fly ball to right, a walk and a single. Altuve, 2 stolen bases, been caught once. Astros with 14 bags on the year. Time is called. First one from Anderson. Slider. 1-0. Outfield back. No doubles defense. Altuve with very good speed. Represents the tying run. He's at first. Now he's in score position. It's a foul ball, right? Yep, it is a foul ball. Maybe not. Nope. No, did not.
Off the glove.
Altuve started to walk back toward first, but the entire Astros dugout telling him to stay there. I'm surprised Sochi hasn't come out to ask Brian O'Nora if that was a foul, just to at least initiate the conversation.
Exactly.
I thought the way O'Nora was kind of playing it off, that it was a foul. The sound, but it was off the glove. It's a pass ball to Maldonado. So the time running score position now.
Yeah, it didn't look like he fouled it off even from our angle up here.
So now the outfield defense back in normal depth.
Hard slider. Remember, Mr. Anderson struck out Carlos Correa in his major league debut in Houston. Andrew Heaney looking on.
Here comes the 2-1 from Anderson. Another slider. 3-1.
So we're going to put him on.
See if the last couple of pitches, if he would chase. That pass ball, huge. 2 on, 2 outs. Yuli Gurriel coming to the plate. He's hitless tonight. A strikeout, fly ball to center, and a double play ball. 14 pitches thrown by Anderson. 6 balls, 8 strikes. 0-1. Big lead for Altuve at second, and yes, he did go around. He had made up his mind, a delivery he was going to swing. 0-2. Anderson ready. 2-strike pitch, ground ball to third. Cozart's got it. Over to first. Light that baby up as the Angels take the opener of the series against the Astros tonight, the final 2-1.
Oh, what a job by Andrew Heaney. Cole Calhoun, an outstanding defensive play. His 6th outfield assist of the season. Justin Anderson picks up his first major league save against the club he grew up watching in Houston. Win game 1, 2-1. What a game this was. Talk about energy and a tough playoff type atmosphere. The Angels win game 1 and is 3-1, 3 of 4 against the Astros this season.
Andrew Heaney picks up his 2nd win of the season. You mentioned Anderson picking up that first save. And it took a little while, but what a performance tonight, really, by both starting pitchers. Lance McCullers, who went 6, Heaney, who went 8. And overall, just a fun ball game. And what a play by Cole Calhoun in right field to gun down George Springer for the 2nd out of the 9th inning. Just an electrifying play by a guy that has been struggling offensively all season long, but has not let it bother him whatsoever defensively, picking up his major league leading 6th outfield assist. Halos win it by the final of 2-1.
I love a good defensive play.
No question.
That was an unbelievable play.
Andrew Heaney, a career-high 8 innings, picks up the W, matching a career-high 10 strikeouts. He's down on the field with Alex Curry. Alex.
Andrew, 8 solid innings, a career high for you. With everything you've done and worked to get back to, what's it mean to have an outing like this?
Feels good. Get a team win. That's all that matters.
You had some solid defense out there tonight. That catch and that play by Cole Calhoun in the 9th could have saved this game. What did you think, and how impressed were you with the defense behind you?
Yeah, a lot of good double plays turned. That play right there probably wins us the game. So it's just great to have those guys behind us.
Facing the Astros, a team that you guys have been neck and neck with all season, how important was it for you to start this series out with a win?
Anytime you can get a win against a team like that, it's a good feeling. So get off to a good start and get them in tomorrow. Congrats on a great outing and the win. Yeah, thank you.
The Angels take game 1 against the Astros, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with Patrick O'Neill and Jose Moto to break it all down next on Angels Live.